a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Welcome to The Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Robert.
And Charlie. Hey, Robert. Are you...
Out of the two of us, I hate that we're both going for the same joke.
There's only one joke to be made there, though. Unless you want to talk about the Omegaverse.
What if we had a normal discussion about Greek letters, particularly the second one, Beta, which is also the name of the episode today that we're looking at, Season 3, Episode 22. This is the 100th overall episode of Steven Universe.
Wild shit.
And it premiered, if you were in California, on August 5th, 2016, but it premiered in the US and I presume everywhere else on August 8th, 2016.
I'm assuming this is part of a Steven bomb because, like, the next, like, this episode and, like, the three after it all just kind of happened one after another.
Yeah.
So this had to have been, like, a Steven bomb at some point.
More than likely. But before we continue, hey, Charlie, did the postman give us any post?
Hey, Mr. Postman, bring me a post. Bring me the post I love the most.
Oh, fuck yeah, I love posts. Let's hear it.
So, the title is Hello, Charlie and Robert. How have you been? How have you been, Robert?
I've been pretty gay.
You have been pretty gay.
Rude.
Listen, all I hear about is how gay you and your boyfriend are.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Always gay. That's just me.
That is just you. And this is from one of our listeners who we did get a previous email from. Listener, please let us know how your name is pronounced, because I know I'm going to butcher it if I attempt to do it here. But it's the listeners whose name is spelled Inhye. And they say, I hope everything is going well. I just noticed the professional beach hunk t-shirt and the Camp Hiding Hearts cap you guys are wearing on the Patreon banner. Yes, I did, in fact, make that on our stuff. How do you feel about Camp Hiding Hearts? I want to see what the actual show is like. I want to know more about this Canadian soap opera about teen campers.
Just because I remember the trivia was like, oh, it's based off Percy Jackson, all I'm imagining now is the Percy Jackson show.
I mean, was that actually in the trivia? I don't remember this now. I feel like you're extrapolating on something that we talked about.
Me? Tell a lie?
Yes, because that sounds more like you being like, oh yeah, well, it's a camp and it's in Canada, therefore it's just the Percy Jackson camp. It's the Percy Jackson set, repurposed, but for Steven Universe. That's what it sounds like to me.
Maybe that's just what it is.
I don't know. I want to know. I want to know more about Camp Hiding Hearts. I don't think that Rebecca Sugar would give us more. Percy and Pierre forever. If you had the chance to live in the human zoo, would you guys give it a try, Robert?
No, for a multitude of reasons. That's not my kink, man.
I also agree with that. That's a hard pass for me. The non-autonomy of it, just being told to do everything would really make me specifically want to do the opposite because I am that type of person.
Right.
I have a lot of questions, but I'll save them for the next month. Haha. See you soon. And then, yeah, they sent us more questions, but we'll leave those for next episode.
Next time on The Bits. But thank you for writing us an email. We love and appreciate you all. And if you want to send us an email and ask us a question, that's thebitssupod@gmail.com.
We could always, if we get enough questions, we could always do just like a straight up mailbag or Q&A episode. Perhaps.
Mailbag.
Yeah. I feel like at some time what we could do is we could always go back through all of the questions
Yeah.
Like once we finish the show, we should go back through every question and answer them again and see if we have different answers.
And then I just won't know what on earth I said before. But that's a good idea. Hey, Charlie,
Hey, Robert.
what do you say we head to the barn and visit Peridot and Lapis?
Well, first, I think we got to see Amethyst trying to do some swishies with her whip, and it's not fast enough. It's not good enough. It's not gonna beat Jasper, Robert.
No, no. It reminds me, I don't know if you've ever seen like in a gym those like ropes you like flip up and down in your hands and it's like supposed to build core strength and like arm strength, I guess. Maybe that's what Amethyst needs to do.
I think so. Sorry, I had a cat who just really, really wanted attention, and he was meowing outside the door. This is an insane baby. Would you like to talk to the listeners? What do you have to say? Archimicarus, what do you have to say?
No thoughts. That is survival instincts of a spoon.
He tells me his thoughts. It's when I pick him up that he has none. Yeah, so we go to the barn because Amethyst needs to chill the fuck out.
Amethyst just needs to visit her. I guess we can talk about Lapidot in a second once we actually meet them again. But,
We're gonna have to because
yeah,
I did take a peek. There's stuff in the trivia.
about Lapidot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. So they discover that, that they come up to the barn, Peridot and Lapis are watching and commenting on Camp Finding Hearts, which is absolutely how me and my boyfriend will watch a show and we'll make jokes and talk about what we're watching. The current show we're still
Yes.
watching it, folks, is X-Files.
Well, that's a long one.
We also watch a lot of Jeopardy, and we are absolutely the old like weird couple that's just like, oh, what is plutonium? And then they'll be like, what is zinc? And it's like, fuck, we got it wrong. We have many people we hate who are Jeopardy champions, and it's like, ugh,
Not this guy again.
not this guy. There was a guy recently who was on like a 13 game streak, and we hated him for each and every game. He was just like the most annoying white guy. Lapis and Peridot have customized the barn. They have an aquarium. How? I don't know.
I love that. Is it not part of the silo or something?
Maybe, which leads the question, what happened to all the corn?
Oh, I don't believe that there was any corn in that silo. Rip to the corn. Goodbye, corn cult. You have died.
Rip to the corn. They also have a room featuring objects that remind them of the past that they're called Meep Morps. Meep Morp was a vocal stim when I first watched this show when I was like
Oh.
17 or so, 18, whenever the fuck this episode came out, 2016, I would have been 18, 19. And the second I heard the word Meep Morp, it's been in my brain again. I'm like, damn it, I forgot about this. I forgot the ancient text, now it's back.
I understand. Like it is very appealing to my brain. Also, I just realized something. So in the little aquarium, we have the alien thing that Peridot got from that prize
Right.
from Too Short to Ride. And he's missing his little bow tie. And that's the one that Peridot's wearing. She ripped it off. You can see that he's been ripped.
Rip.
And she stole his bow tie. So
Double
she can
rip.
look all fancy dancy for their guests. But yeah, Meat Morps. Steven explains that they've reinvented art, basically. And then the Meat Morps, the beautiful art museum that is the barn. We have Wow, Thanks, which is the tape recorder and a bunch of the tapes. It's still got the little ribbon on it. And it's broken because remember when Peridot gave it to Lapis and Lapis was like, I don't want your garbage.
It's not garbage now, it's a Meep Morp.
Well, yeah, it's been repurposed.
We love recycling. Yeah, so I remember when this episode dropped and people were all like, hey, Peridot and Lapis living in harmony, watching shows, being very like close and connected to each other. I know that Peridot's canonically Arrow Ace. What's Lapis's shtick? Do we know?
I think all we know is that Lapis has been sort of in a relationship, or at least a relationship coded fusion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's unclear.
Yeah. I remember there's so many people who wanted like Lapis and Peridot to fuse. Yeah. I am very listen, I'm very pro. I'm very pro them either being like, a confirmed couple or them just being a platonic relationship. They just enjoy each other's company, and that's all it needs to be. It's just Dan and Phil before they came out.
Regardless, these two are probably in a QPR at the very least, if not something more. Because this is not, I feel like this is more than just like, they were roommates.
By the way, QPR for the cool folks at home, that means queer platonic relationship.
There's something gay there, and it's slightly more than friends.
It's a secret third thing. It's not friends, it's not lovers, it's pining heart fans.
Lapis shows her meat morphs, which are, a little thing of the time they played baseball. It looks like a mobile because it's just got the baseball bat, and the glove just all hanging
Right.
from a stick.
Right.
Also, there's a leaf next to it in some dirt.
There's a leaf. It reminds her of the time that Steven gave her a leaf.
It reminds Steven of that too.
I
And then
mean,
this one.
damn good leaf.
Okay, the TV. Lapis says that this does not have a deeper meaning. I think she is blatantly lying because it's a TV. It's got like car mirrors attached to it, and it is playing over. This one's Percy, and he's saying, "I just feel trapped. I just feel trapped," over and over again. And it's like, if this does not symbolize her in the mirror,
I think this perfectly symbolizes it from like a literary standpoint. I don't think this means anything to her. I don't think she attributes meaning to it. And that maybe also means that she doesn't attribute meaning anymore to her time in the mirror because now she's attributing everything to her time now with Peridot.
True. Could be. And lastly, we have a piece that is toilets. It's both of them together. It reminds Peridot of the time that she was stuck in the bathroom, and then Lapis does her little water bending. Such. It's called Occupy.
I need to say that there's like a common meme for Dan and Phil about how they once shared a photo of two toilets like staring at each other. It was like a gag bathroom or something, or like a weird bathroom in a hotel. But the fandom has always been like, oh my god, they joint shitters, Mr. and Mr. Games.
See, the problem is we can't even compare Peridot and Lapis to Dan and Phil anymore because they've been confirmed.
Yeah.
Like the joke no longer works, Robert. I'm sorry.
Not really, no.
And Amethyst also, because, she has guests, she has to impress everybody. She's like, hey, want to see this thing that I kind of rehearsed? Where she's, a one-woman band, a one-gem band, I should say, with all of these metal instruments using her metal powers. And she plays one note, and they all fall down. And I'm just like, you don't need to try so hard. Come on. Why don't we just, I'll help, And
Right.
Peridot's doing the triangle. Lapis is doing the tambourine and dancing. And Amethyst is just like, this doesn't matter.
None of this matters. Ugh. Yeah, she's very, hey, I just lost I think if I recall correctly, Jasper is like the first big fight that Amethyst has lost all season or like all show.
I think so.
Yeah. So yeah, it would make sense that she's like very triggered. She's honestly triggered by it. She's like, I was supposed to be a savior and like the protector of Earth or whatever in that moment, and I was not. I also love how when Amethyst is like, because Jasper's still out there. Peridot's like, Amethyst, we don't really tend to say the J word around here anymore.
And like when Lapis doesn't really, she's kind of like a deer in headlights. She has like, what reaction when Jasper's name is mentioned at first, and then. Right. When Peridot says that, she's just like, really? Like, I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, she's over her toxic ex. Now she's just living with her question mark.
Yeah.
Listen, it ain't up to us to define what the relationship is, but we can say it's gay.
Absolutely. There's nothing straight about this. So Amethyst, runs off and leaves, and Steven explains to Peridot, yeah, she figured out she's supposed to be just like Jasper. I feel like we've been over this. But regardless, it's like she's obsessed with fighting her and beating her on her own terms,
Yeah.
Proving that she's the better gem.
When it really doesn't matter all too much.
Peridot's like, Amethyst, you're way better than Jasper. Really not hiding that Steven totally just outed your whole situation here.
Tragically, yeah.
Yeah, so we talk a little bit more about Jasper and how, but they're different gems entirely. And, she was made in the beta kindergarten. She's not even as cool as you. That place sucks. The what kindergarten? Also on Earth? What? There are more?
There are more kindergartens, and it turns out, yes, there are. But the beta kindergarten was, like this, at least as Paradox describing it, this like shitty plan B, sort of, oh, we had the space, so might as well.
I think it was a little bit more than just we had this space. It seemed, I think like, this is all from like, as Steven Universe storytelling goes, you kind of have to extrapolate, what's going on here. But I think the beta kindergarten seemed to be like, okay, well, they're fighting a war now against Rose Quartz. They need more soldiers really freaking quick now. And so they started making more and getting sloppy with it, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what it is.
Yeah. So like they walk through the beta kindergarten and Paradox like, oh, look at this design, look at these holes, it's all shit. You are definitely better than Jasper. And then they come across the hole that Jasper came out of, and Paradox like, wait a minute, put me in the hole. She goes in the hole, she looks around, she's like, shit, this is like the most perfect hole of all time. Jasper might be perfect.
Before they leave the barn, though, there is this hilarious exchange between Peridot and Lapis, where Peridot is like, Lapis, are you okay? I'm gonna go. Okay, cool.
What episode are you on?
What episode are you watching? It's like, guys, not right now. And then she throws the bow tie, and Lapis does not catch it. Lapis just gets funnier and funnier the more episodes she's in.
Yeah.
It's so great, so beautiful. But yeah, they mention so many different holes here, like Skinny. You remember Skinny? We're gonna meet her.
Eventually.
So yeah, these holes are freaking janky, like all over the place. But Jasper somehow came out like fists raised, and it's all like sandstone to the back. Like, what the hell?
I'm imagining there's a character from an anime that just finished, My Hero Academia. His name is All Might.
It finished?
It's done.
Wow. I never thought it would finish.
The last episode is like going to be an OVA allegedly for like the last bonus chapter of the manga, and then that's it. It's done
I should watch it once it's fully done then.
and dubbed. It's a weird show, dude, but it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be please message me when you watch it.
I've seen some episodes. I do know like a bunch of things about it. I just have never fully watched the whole thing.
But you know who All Might is, right? The big buff blonde dude.
Yeah,
That's what I'm imagining. That she comes out in the All Might pose.
of course. Yes, that makes
Honestly, and then what I need now is I need a dub of like a fan dub of Jasper scenes, but it's Chris Sabat, who is the voice of All Might / Vegeta / a bunch of other people. To I just need like Jasper. I am here.
oh, it's glass all the way back, is what Peridot says. Yeah, her thing is insane, and just so basically, her and Amethyst are kind of the opposites of each other.
Yeah,
in that way,
and
it's like because Amethyst is at the prime kindergarten, the one that was perfectly made. Everybody there seemed to have come out, generally the way they were quote unquote meant to.
Sure.
And here, this is the beta where it's kind of shit. It's a rush job. Everybody kind of came out wonky, and Amethyst came out a little smaller. Took her a little longer, and Jasper is like super mega perfect, apparently. But it's like you really can't compare because of how 1 in a million they both are,
Right.
And then they notice that there's a hole that's different. It's a new hole. It's not made by a prairie dog.
Yeah, but it's not made by Prairie, but it was made by something or someone to contain a corrupted gem.
Yep, there's many holes, all of them with metal bars on them, and they all have giant corrupted gems.
Well, we know someone who's collecting them like Pokemon.
We do. And then she appears in the dust. It's Jasper. Dun dun dun. The episode ends right there, abruptly.
Like right at the beginning of the action scene. Like Amethyst brings out her whip and that's it. Episode ends, which is a crazy way to end.
Like, wow. Rude. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Charlie.
You want to go to the Crystal Temple?
For some Crystal Temple trivia.
Ayo. This episode's name was first revealed in the episode listing on the Cartoon Network website. This episode was originally named Beta Part 1.
Okay, so I completely forgot that CA means Canada and not California in this case. The episode was first aired in Canada on Friday, August 5th, and then it aired in the US on Monday, August 8th. So the Canadians get everything.
Well, of course, it's about Camp Hiding Hearts.
Oh, true.
When Peridot asks Lapis which season of Camp Hiding Hearts she's watching, Lapis replies 3, which could be a reference of the season this episode was released in, season 3.
And now for controversy. This episode was met with controversy upon its release. Fans of the show became confrontational with former show writer Jesse Zook on Twitter due to the perceived subtext hinting at romantic developments between the characters Lapis and Peridot within the episode. The perceived subtext supposedly conflicted with the many fans' own non-canonical character relationships among the fandoms, commonly referred to as shipping. Many advocates of Amidot, the Amethyst and Peridot relationship headcanon, became hostile towards Zook for allegedly negating the Amidot headcanon. Some fans also observed the Lapidot, the Lapis and Peridot relationship headcanon, focus moments in this episode as queerbaiting, a term used to describe the inclusion of homoerotic tension between two characters to attract more liberal and queer viewers, without the relationship explicitly addressing the question of either character's sexuality. This accusation made despite the fact that the series had already established a history of canon queer relationships. On August 12, 2016, Zook deleted their Twitter account, likely as a result of the preceding controversy. In an IO9 article published on August 13th, 2016, Zook stated, "I decided I don't want to be accessible to thousands of people who think because I work on a TV show that I own them myself all the time." Which, fair enough.
Damn. I hate fandom sometimes.
Oh, dude, trust me, we're currently in the surge of Percy fandom because of season 2.
Robert, you, for one, get the fuck off of Reddit. Like, you need to stop.
I like Reddit, though.
But you keep getting in the trenches, and you need to stop talking to people. I also should not have commented on your post because people were mean to me too. So I will not go on Reddit for the same reason. People on the internet are so mean about fandom things because they have such strong opinions. And it's like, okay, guys, it's a ship of two fictional characters. Please don't take it this seriously. Please don't. We are the Steven Universe fandom. We're not the Voltron fandom. Please stop. Robert, I assume you know. I assume you know what I'm referring to.
I don't know exactly. However, I did watch a dropout show called Crowd Control, which is basically a game show of like managing a crowd during improv comedy. And well, not improv, like stand-up comedy, sorry. And there was a person on that show whose shtick was they were studying like the psychology of like fandom and whatever. And one of the things they said was like, Voltron ruined me. And there were like 3 other people in that room who were like, Voltron also ruined me.
Robert, you don't understand the ship of like, especially the ship of Clance, just fully destroyed the internet.
Thank God that's one thing I didn't engage with.
You had to be there. I didn't engage in the fandom. I just know about it. And it was inescapable to not know about it if you were in certain circles. So
right.
It's just a lot. Don't bully creators of shows to try to get them to make your thing canon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So for cultural references, Beta is the second letter in the Greek alphabet, often used to denote a second in command or subsequent testing period.
That's the only important thing about the word beta. The Beta Kindergarten seems to be located in the Grand Canyon. It also bears a strong resemblance to Antelope Canyon, located in Arizona.
That's kind of hilarious to me that they're like, wow, you know the Grand Canyon? It fucking sucks. Like, that's what they're saying in this entire episode. Peridot wearing a bow tie and her eccentric personality contrasting with Lapis's more laid-back attitude references roommate shows and buddy comedies such as The Odd Couple and Abbott and Costello. I love that for them.
And now for Charlie's favorite section.
Continuity?
The Beta Kindergarten mentioned by Peridot in It Could Have Been Great appears for the first time.
The title card features the barnyard rather than the temple's hand. The first to do so since Hit the Diamond.
Amethyst's whip upgrades from Bismuth appear again.
Oh, yay. Peridot says, home away from homeworld, a direct quote from Same Old World.
Lapis's Meat Morphs reference events from Same Old World and Hit the Diamond.
Peridot Peridot's toilets reference events from Catch and Release.
Peridot appears to have better control of her ferrokinesis, which was discovered in Too Short to Ride.
Peridot's plush from Too Short to Ride returns. Peridot now wears the bow tie from the plush herself.
It's mentioned that Amethyst had been training since Steven vs. Amethyst. How long ago was Steven vs. Amethyst?
Two episodes ago.
Pace,
Two.
I mean, like, timeline-wise.
Unclear.
The way Steven versus Amethyst goes directly into
Bismuth.
Goes directly into I guess
Beta.
there is a time skip for Bismuth. So you know what? Who's to say?
Who's to say here? Peridot and Amethyst mention a carnelian who came out of her rock formation sideways, and a quartz whose malformed hole is described as skinny. Presumably, this is in reference to carnelian and skinny Jasper, who would later debut in That Will Be All. Oh, I can't wait for That Will Be All. I can't wait for that one. Such good times. All right, Robert. We need. Which do we do first? I can never remember these things. Pro points. Who are we giving pro points to?
Pro point goes to the Crush tape recorder, which is now Meat Morp, because I love me a little guy, and that's about as little guy as we get.
Mine is gonna go to the plush. The alien plush guy. I feel like I gave it to the plush guy I did. In Too Short to Ride, alien guy. We both gave it to alien guy. I'm giving it to him again because, like, rip alien guy, he was destroyed so that Peridot could get a bow tie. Also, he's drowning. Someone please save him. And question. Oh, I had something earlier, and then I forgot what it was. What's a piece of media that you've made a friend watch and gotten them obsessed with? I don't think we've done that before. I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
I mean, I can definitely just be like, oh, Percy Jackson. That's like the easy thing to say. Percy Jackson.
I'm trying to see if we did something before. Oh no, that was different. Okay. I mean, yes, Percy Jackson, but also, like, God, I've done this with, like, other things as well. I've made several of my friends watch She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. So,
as you should, honestly.
As I should. I'm still mad at Netflix today because it's so fresh on my mind.
Charlie, thank you as always for making a podcast with me, my friend.
Thank you for making a podcast with me.
Because if every podcast were perfect,
we wouldn't have the bits.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You can follow this podcast socials at thebitssupod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our dime line through thebitssupod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/thebitsu. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about Steven Universe, or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Steven's Room, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with Steven in some way. No promises.
You can check out our merch store, The Bits SU, on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie, me. Or if you cannot do that or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. It really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with Ray called Of the Eldest Gods, where we talk about the mythology book series by Rick Riordan, starting with Percy Jackson. I also co-host a podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. If you want to hear more from me, check out my YouTube channel, also called the Damn Meme page, where I make videos mainly about Percy Jackson, but also sometimes other fun stuff. If you want to find me elsewhere in the podcast verse, you can also tune into my podcast, The Pit Crew, a show dedicated to dissecting the HBO Max medical drama, The Pit. The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Of the Eldest Gods, a chapter-by-chapter Rick Riordan pod with mythological context and no spoilers.
Well, we finished the Percy Jackson series. Wait, what are we still doing here? And what is that music?
Oh, you thought it was over, bro? We're just getting started.
We are? Charlie, what's next for the Eldest Gods?
Well, Ray, it's time for us to go into our Egyptian era. We're gonna start the Kane Chronicles.
Oh, hell yeah! Wait, why do you have a glowing boomerang?
Don't worry about it. It's just my Egyptian magic wand.
Man, the Egyptian stuff isn't gonna be like the Greek stuff, is it?
Not at all. But we'll still cover mythology as it comes up in each chapter.
Are we gonna have cabins this season?
Nah, the Canes don't have cabins. So instead, I'm Charlie, following the path of Bast.
And I'm Ray, following the path of Geb.
Join us as we read The Red Pyramid, the first book of the Kane Chronicles, chapter by chapter.
Welcome back to Of the Eldest Gods.
Deus Ex Media.